Somebody told me today that I'm very patient, which is nice to hear because patience is a quality that I've worked hard to develop. It's not something that I used to have very much of. I would say in my best moments I did, but I was not consistently a patient person, and I've worked very hard to make myself into a consistently patient person. And I'm thinking about what that actually means and what it requires. And what it requires is a lot of different things. It's not just kind of gritting my teeth and like clenching my muscles and just bearing things, just bearing pain or discomfort or whatever. It's not purely just willpower and flexing. There is a lot of willpower, but that involves a lot more than just kind of, grinding down and bearing hard and, just kind of like suffering. Because if that's all you do, then it becomes impossible to be patient. You just can't. You can't keep your muscles clenched for that long, right? What physically or psychologically or emotionally is just impossible to stay in that frame of mind or that state for very long. Eventually you grow exhausted and your reserve breaks down and you kind of lose form. So you have to use other means, and really, rather than tightening and kind of suffering, it's more about relaxation and just letting life happen around you, which is different from letting life happen to you. Letting life happen to you is kind of like being a victim and getting beaten up by life. But letting life happen around you is the recognition that you just can't control everything, and you can't control a lot of things, or most things, right? The only thing that I can really control is me. And really the only part of me that I can control is my mindset. So I have to make my mindset as resilient, as strong in a very agile way, as flexible as possible. And so patience, I think when I think of patience, kind of the image that comes to mind is like a rock or a stone just kind of sitting there, immovable and immobile for years. But that's not really what it is. It's probably more like bamboo, right? Bamboo is a very strong wood because it's flexible and it can bend and sway with the wind, with the elements, with water, without breaking. And that really is what's required to be patient. Sometimes you have to bear down. Sometimes you have to really focus, concentrate, and just kind of muscle through. But that's not most of the time. A lot of the time it's allowing kind of everything around to go crazy and finding a way to stay centered by kind of letting go of the craziness around, and finding a place within where you can just kind of stay steady, keep moving forward slowly but surely, and not get caught up in the tornado of emotion or whatever is going on around you. And I think meditation helps. All these different techniques help, and I just try to keep moving forward, keep my gaze symbolically on the person I want to be, the way I want to live my life, and combined with consistency over time, people call that patience.